You're listening to Constantly Under Construction with Donna Harris, where stories of personal transformation from people who found triumph through tough times will bring you encouragement and hope on your journey. Why am I excited about this podcast? Because I'm going to be growing with you. This podcast leads to personal, relational, and spiritual growth. And being a big feeler and having to navigate those feelings while I faced hardship is exactly why I am where I am today. It's taken me a long time to get the ball rolling. As a person that's dealt with death, depression, grief, and chronic illness, I've had a lot of growing to do through all these experiences to get me to this point. Even beginning a podcast has been a struggle. I've started and stopped so many times. I questioned if I was ready or if the material was worthy, but ultimately, done is better than perfect. This is a theme you'll see at Constantly Under Construction: growth, perseverance, learning, and trying. So watch me grow. I promise it gets better. And please, let's grow and flourish together. I have found that we gain so much from learning about difficulties in life, and I want to share the stories of other people that have endured hardship with you because I want to bring you hope. So here's the kind of growth I hope that you encounter by listening to my podcasts. I hope that you learn that you are worthy. I hope that you learn that you're not alone. I hope that you learn that hardship is sometimes necessary and that hope can be found at the end of it. I am excited to share my podcast with you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for growing along with me. Let's get started.
My older brother, there was 4 of us growing up. I have 2 sisters and a brother, and my brother, who was 17, was shot and killed on Halloween night. And right at this time in my life, when my dad had left and gotten remarried, we felt sort of left and abandoned and hurt and confused. Then my big brother, my only brother, who was like my role model and my hero, and he died this horrible, violent, sudden, tragic death. I felt like, okay, men leave either on purpose or on accident, and if I can't trust earthly men, how can I trust the God who allowed all this to happen, this heavenly Father?
We miscarried that child, and that's when everything broke. It truly, truly broke, but I didn't know it yet, which is even scarier. I was so busy trying to make sure if it was all going to be okay that I didn't realize that not only was I not feeling well physically, I wasn't quite there mentally. I truly don't remember patches of time, 6-8 months of a time. And it was hard to admit it. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Because control freaks never, ever say they're not fine. I'm totally fine. I'm going to fix it. And I kept searching everywhere I could look. What could I fix it?
I kept thinking, I've got to fix my pain. I am so sad. So I went out, I bought my own wedding ring. My dad married us in his home. My husband's brother asked me if I was pregnant because we got married so quickly. You know, it was like overnight. So on Friday, we decided we're going to get married, and Sunday we did. I mean, it was that quickly. And 6 months into that, I realized I had made another big mistake.
I was entering into a really dark place of my life, postpartum depression. I was super excited to become a mom, but I had never held a baby. I had never changed a diaper. I had this little bit of fear around just babies, I guess. When he was born and he was placed into my arms, I was overfilled with so much love, so much joy. But I was also a little fearful of not being a good mom, not being the perfect mom. All of those feelings flooded me. And then 4 months into his little life, I started noticing that I tended to lock myself up in the house. I tended to have these negative feelings about myself, was not interacting with people the same way I was. I started noticing that I was not myself anymore.
So he packed me up on a sunny summer morning and took me to a mental hospital to get an evaluation because I knew I couldn't keep living like this. Like it was no life. No life.
You can follow along on these journeys at constanlyunderconstruction.com. Like, Listen and share on Instagram and Facebook at Constantly Under Construction.